What's up, this squad? Back with another video. I seen the title's going out. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Definitely insane. I'm not gonna lie. You already know I start my. I say it's insane. It's definitely insane. This is Nick Shirley on Fox News, literally going and saying, the real truth about when it comes down to California and Gavin Newsom. Check it out right here.
Yes, the governor of California is an enemy to the people of California. He's literally working to support the fraudsters. Meanwhile, he could be working to expose the fraud. I mean, how stupid do you have to be to say, okay, let's go after the guy who's exposing the fraud. Let's not go after the fraudsters. That is what he's doing, what he's actively doing each and every single day when he makes out these statements, and all he does is blame the people who are showing the fraud. Why doesn't he say, hey, Nick, great video. How can we help?
Right. That's what I would say. Wow, great video. How did you find this? Where did you go, and where are you going next so we can find somebody to go with you? Don't you think that would be a common response?
Exactly, because these tax dollars don't say right or left on them. They don't say Republican or Democrat.
Right.
Each tax dollar is a dollar for the American people, and when they go in and steal these dollars from us, they're not robbing just the liberal Democrat in California. They're robbing everyone.
Yeah.
And then the governor gets mad at the person for exposing the fraud. How crazy do you have to be to think with that logic?
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I find insane about a lot. I mean, y'all got to think about it. Like, you have a lot of individuals that truly get mad at this. But you have Nick Shirley, you have other independent journalists that go to these spots, go to these places, and literally expose a lot of what's going on. And it's true. I mean, this stuff is just not like they go and then they accuse people and these people just don't have to where it's like it's fraud going on. It's truly fraud going on. And how you know that is because a lot of them are getting arrested for it. Business are closing. People are getting deported. So when you see all of that and see what's truly going on, it goes to show you everything. And then when you have governors, and these mayors that's getting mad about it, it truly just goes to show you that they're in on it too. Because why not help? Why not say, oh, I need to, why not do that? That's what I find crazy. Says here, Nick Shirley spotted at the Fraud Task Force meeting with VP J.D. Vance and many others. Y'all check it out right here.
Task force work is that we're communicating across different departments. So when Bobby Kennedy is talking to Scott Bessent about things that he's seeing in Medicare and Medicaid, when Scott is seeing things at Treasury, when Brooke is seeing things at Agriculture, when Scott is seeing things at Housing and Urban Development, what we're going to actually do is force the bureaucracy to take this seriously and work together.
Y'all see it right here. One thing about it is that I myself, hoping and praying that a lot of things definitely get situated and fixed. And I'm gonna show y'all on why. There's multiple reasons on why between this video and the next video I'll be dropping tonight, so make sure y'all stay tuned for it. But this goes to show you right here. This is on Nick Shirley. Y'all can type in Nick Shirley on X, on YouTube, and find plenty of his videos. But there's a lot that I want, to show you, especially with this hospice. It says this hospice, so-called place right here is like the Leering Center of, this is the Leering Center of California's hospice fraud. Says fraudsters use elderly, children, and autistic/disabled people. And it says they used the most vulnerable to steal millions from hardworking, law-abiding taxpayers while living in luxury. And they truly do this, and it's truly sad that they come here. A lot of individuals come here and they do that. But and honestly, if y'all really want me to be completely honest with y'all, we can blame, especially when it comes to and some of these individuals aren't, believe it or not, that they're not, from a different country. But the ones that are, I truly cannot put I put the blame on them, of course, because of what they're doing and how they're doing. Don't even get me started on that. But I truly put the blame on these individuals just letting them do it. Truly. Check it out right here.
Would you like to give any last statement about what's going on here? Nothing?
No.
Because it seems like it was pretty good family business. Another guy just pulled out in the M8 competition.
Good for them, bro. Why are you guys pocket watching, bro? Leave the people alone.
Because this is taxpayers' dollars that are paying for all this stuff.
Okay. That ass just working, bro.
with taxpayers' dollars receiving money from Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, you name it. And it just seems like a lot of people are getting rich off of
I'm busy, bro. I have work.
the death of old people. What do you do for work here?
Bro. Right.
It's sad to think about it. Here in the United States, we're literally being defrauded by.
But every time that Nick Shelley or any other independent journalist confront him about it, you never have a person that actually goes and say, "Oh yeah, no, this is a legit business, man. Yeah, come on in. You can see this is where we got our our stuff, and this is what this is. We don't deal with that. This is a legit business." You never have nobody saying that. You always have somebody getting real defensive, start cussing at you, close the door in your face. You have that, and when you have that, it truly goes to show you on how corrupt and how they're literally again stealing money from the taxpayers.
People who are taking advantage of old people, young people in daycares, disabled people with autism clinics, and no one's doing anything to stop it. So I think it's time we stand up to these fraudsters and tell them, let them know, you are stealing from everyday American citizens. People can't afford homes, rents are expensive, their insurance is expensive, everything's getting more and more expensive. And if we don't crack down on this fraud, national debt's going to continue going up. This is just one of the factors that affects the national debt, and we're going to lose the value of our own dollar. So people, if they want to really fight to keep America great, a great way to do it is by fighting fraud, because this is just unbelievable. You have people who drive around in BMWs, M8 competitions, Mercedes. Meanwhile, everyday American citizens are struggling to be able to afford their own bills. Would you like?
They driving in the BMW. They driving in the competitions is insane. I'm not gonna lie. That pricing is serious. That pricing is serious. Not gonna lie. This is more fraud. So Nick Shelley just dropped footage of himself being confronted by a panicked man after trying to expose hospice fraud in California. Just check it out right here, y'all.
Are you the head honcho here or what?
No, you're the head honcho. Get out of from here. Give me my phone.
Wait, I thought you don't know who these people were though.
Give me my phone.
Alrighty. Light angel.
Come here.
Oh, you oh, I'm running. Look at him. What?
Come here.
I'm right here. I'm right here, sir.
Come here.
What's going on?
Call 911.
For what?
Call 911.
For what? Sir, we're just asking questions, and if you want to answer them, you can answer them.
Call 911.
We're just looking for guardian of angels, hospice.
We're trying to check you're American citizens,
Look,
right?
we're looking for guardian of angels.
You're American citizens, right?
Of course, are
Do
you?
you see any guardian of angels in here?
Not yet. We're looking.
Then get out of here.
That's what we're looking for, sir.
There's like 100 doors. This is just one door.
Okay, get out of here then.
What's your problem with us asking people about simple questions about where our tax dollars are going?
I don't.
We're asking questions about where our taxes are going.
You're not asking, you're harassing people.
How are we harassing
you
people?
You can't be two guys standing in here as the guardians and you're harassing people.
Yeah, because people want to kill me for exposing fraud here in the United States.
Why they want to kill you?
Fraudsters don't like being exposed.
Huh?
Why are you raising your voice if you have nothing to hide?
You think I'm hiding?
What are you so scared about me coming around here for?
I'm not scared. I'm telling you don't harass
You're shaking.
people.
Why are you shaking?
Because I have a diabetes.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
But so...
I need your full names.
Oh, you want my full name? It's on the internet.
No, I don't go to internet. I'm too old.
Oh, okay.
What's your full names?
Sir, we're just asking you questions about...
What's your full names?
Oh, we just want
They
hospice.
told you the Garden of Angels in this building.
It's right here.
To check in my grandma.
Go look for it, bro. You see
That's
any
what we're
Garden of
doing.
Angels?
That's what we're doing.
I'm
And you're getting
telling
mad
you.
at us.
No, you're
We
going
can't
to
find
hold
it.
the door.
We can't find it.
I can't find it.
So
are all
Where's
the...
my grandma gonna go, man? They're taking in millions of dollars. I can't find the place. You know?
well, what can I say? What
Okay,
can I do?
well, thank you, sir. Have a good day. So here in this parking lot, you do have some nice cars. You got a Tesla, a nice Mercedes, you got another Tesla, a nice Lexus, another Tesla, a really nice Mercedes right here as well, another Tesla, Audi. Really nice cars.
Mercedes-Benz, a lot of Teslas.
A lot of really nice cars for
Hospice.
hospice.
Usually,
Must be very lucrative because a lot of these businesses, these doors right here have nothing on them. All the blinds are churned out. In places like Miracle up there, they have received $1.3 million, yet There's absolutely nothing inside. This is what you call welfare maxing. And right,
it's truly crazy. It's truly crazy just seeing this and seeing like what's going on and just I mean, and it all goes to show you if you go to a place, any independent journalists out there, even if you're not, even if you just want to see for yourself, you truly can just tell just by going to these places and just seeing, or just simply watching a video and just seeing how defensive, these individuals are getting. And when they get like this, you just look around, just how Nick Shirley did. You look around and you see the cars that's in the lot, and it tells you everything. It literally tells you everything. You see Teslas. You see that's an AMG right there. That Benz. You got the new Lexus. You got Teslas. You got multiple Teslas. There's another Benz AMG. You having these different cars that's in these lots, and it truly just goes to show you on how bad the fraud is. I'm telling you. Definitely horrible. Says the fraud has been exposed in California is saying 18% of the whole country's home health care billing is coming out of Los Angeles County. One doctor billed the government $120 million in a single year, claiming to oversee 1,900 patients. Crazy, right? With almost 2,000 hospice agencies, Los Angeles County has more than 36 states combined and 30 times more than the whole state of Florida and New York. I'm telling y'all. Definitely insane.
Doctor billed the government $120 million in a single year, claiming to oversee 1,900 patients. With almost 2,000 hospice agencies, LA County has more than 36 states combined and 30 times more than either Florida or New York.
18% of the whole country's home health care billing is coming out of Los Angeles County. How is that possible?
And take a look at this map, a cluster of 287 hospice providers in a 2-mile radius, some in strip malls, unmarked buildings, even a wrecking yard and vacant lot.
All of it is just paperwork. I could fill that out in Kazakhstan if I want and get a hospice license waiting for me.
One doctor billed the government $120.
Crazy. And the crazy thing about it is that you have so many, when I say so many people that will literally tell you, it's been on TikTok, it's been here, it's been there, and literally just, they say it out loud even, and say how easy this stuff is of how they're doing. I ain't telling y'all to, don't do it. But how easy this stuff is and how they're doing it, man, I'm telling y'all, man, these individuals, it definitely needs to, I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait when it comes down to this task force right here. When it comes down to this task force, I absolutely cannot wait, y'all. I tell you that much. It says Gavin Newsom's state Medicaid program is reportedly losing $146 billion per year to fraud. The level of fraud being exposed in California is insane. Check it out.
In California, corruption, no longer hiding in the shadows as the White House's new anti-fraud task force, led by Vice President Vance, is already taking action, quickly uncovering millions of dollars. This time in Newsom's California. Since the formation of the task force, there have been over 200 suspensions tied to hospice and to healthcare providers, including a California doctor associated with 63 hospice facilities who had her license revoked for billing $35 million in hospice care. And yesterday, 8 people have been arrested in California's major hospice fraud scheme that scammed the healthcare system out of $50 million, including by running sham hospice care facilities that bilked Medicare by using people without terminal illnesses as beneficiaries. In LA County, the FBI raided the home of a psychologist and nurse accused of defrauding Medicare for more than $7 million in a hospice fraud scheme. That makes 15 people already charged just in California. Friends, this administration is not messing around when it comes to taking advantage of your government and your hard-earned tax dollars. Well, joining me now, former spokesperson and Deputy Assistant Secretary at DHS, Katie Zachariah. Katie, thank you for joining the Pulse this evening. What is going on in Gavin Newsom's California?
Well, we're talking now about Medicare fraud, and we've talked about COVID fraud, and we've talked about the fraud of everything else that this governor has done, including the train to nowhere, and the list goes on and on and on. And what a shame, David, that Gavin Newsom has not done a single thing on his watch to go and look at this fraud in California, that Vice President J.D. Vance has to start a commission to come into California and evaluate it. And I have predicted before, after Minnesota, where we saw like 19 billion, I think we're going to see over 250 billion just on the front end of Gavin Newsom's fraud out of California. It's a sanctuary state. It's completely unregulated. These fraudulent claims have way over quadrupled under Gavin Newsom's watch.
Definitely. Under Gavin Newsom. And like I said, I can blame, these individuals that's doing it and this, that, and the other. But I'm telling y'all, it starts especially with Gavin Newsom. He's the main one. I'm telling y'all. Literally right here, calling him the Fried King. Call him the Fried King, y'all.
Yeah, in response to the governor, not good enough. Not good enough. They've not taken fraud seriously for over a decade here in California. They've let people out of prisons. They've decriminalized it. I call him the fraud king for a reason. He has reigned over billions and billions of dollars of fraud, whether we're investigating homeless fraud, EDD fraud, and now hospice fraud. It's going to be into the hundreds of billions of dollars under his watch. Remember, none of this fraud could happen unless California issued these licenses. California is responsible for administering hospice programs, licensing these doctors, and they're supposed to have passed regulations by January 1st of this year that were called by the auditor in California. He said California does not have sufficient regulations to crack down on fraud. He's refusing to implement those regulations because he doesn't want to own the problem. We're going to do our job. You're going to see a lot more fraud. We're going to work hand in hand with this task force, and I think it's going to be in the hundreds of billions eventually.
Wow, 50 million.
And I can't wait. I know y'all can't. I truly can't wait when it comes down to a lot, that's going on. Like I always say, I'm one thing about it, I'm hoping and praying that, this stuff isn't getting obviously thrown under the rug and just you don't hear about it. But I feel like there's so much information that it can't, especially in Minnesota. One thing about it, you have Gavin Newsom and everybody, and it's sad that you have so many people that's even supporting him and supporting this, but you have people that's truly wanting him as president. It's just pretty insane, even me saying that. And I already know that y'all are not going. I just don't understand. But one way that Gavin Newsom is trying to get people to vote for him and to support him is him releasing individuals. This right here just goes to show you. This individual right here obviously got released. He literally says out of his own mouth that, Gavin Newsom got him released and let him come home from a life sentence for unaliving someone, carjacking, and robbery. Check it out.
Would you guys vote for Gavin Newsom in 2028?
I vote for him because he got me released from coming home from a life sentence.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
So he didn't hold me back. He signed off saying I'm fit for society. So yes, I would vote for Gavin Newsom.
What were you locked up for? If you don't mind me asking.
I was locked up for murder.
Would you guys vote for Gavin?
Crazy. I mean, you honestly can't make this stuff up. You honestly cannot make this stuff up. But you see that everywhere. You see so much of, just like my next video, make sure y'all check it out. But you see so much of it, and it starts to make sense when you see this, though, and you have people like him that speak out on it. But it truly makes sense because just think about it. You constantly having so many people, especially with the two individuals. You got an individual that $1 million of fraud, millions, only getting 6 months. You have an individual that was obviously in 40 million, I'm pretty sure, in the fraud ring, and they gave him a year and a day. Both individuals Somalian. So when you have that, it's truly like they're trying to keep them in a wave because of the votes in this. I'm telling you, because I feel like so many people are starting to catch on and understand on what the Democratic Party is doing. Truly. I mean, just check this out. These are the same, like, how would you even want to vote for somebody when you number one in homelessness, number one in poverty, number one in addiction, number one in gas prices, number one in income tax, number one in gas tax, number one in retail theft? I mean, you have a long list of things that they number one in. This is not good whatsoever. And I feel like so many people are starting to catch on of what's going down. You have it right here. It is an interview, Benny Johnson. I know I'll show y'all the one of Ilhan Omar, but this is the one, of him speaking on Gavin Newsom. With him even considering running, 2028. Check it out.
I can't let you go without one final question. The last question.
All right.
I'm not going to ask you about running in 2028. I won't. Okay, I won't. I've heard the answer a million times. But I will ask you this. Since we started on fraud, and since it's going to come back to it, if perhaps, hypothetically, there was a 2028 run, would you rather run against Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris, or AOC?
Oh, God. Oh, man. You just asked the question. You just asked it in a different way to try to trick me. I'm not nearly as easy to trick, but look, I'll say this about the Democrats. They don't seem to have a very strong bench, and I'm not too worried about any of these people as political candidates. I am worried about them as potential presidents because they're all in their own way nightmares. The thing that I continue to find very interesting about the modern Democratic Party is, on the one hand, they say that they stand for working people, and on the other hand, they support the importation of millions and millions of people who undercut the wages of working people, who take away housing and healthcare from working people, who stretch the social fabric that normal Americans depend on. And I just think until the Democrat Party wakes up to the fact that, Cesar Chavez, the old socialist union organizer who hated illegal immigration, recognized this, that you cannot stand for working people and mass immigration. You have to choose one. Until the Democrats make a smart choice, I'm not worried about who they nominate, but God forbid any one of those people ever became president, because then we would have what Biden did to this country on steroids.
And now Jimmy Kimmel's making fun of plumbers.
Talk to him. I'm telling you.
You see that? Mark Wayne Mullen upstairs.
I'm telling you.
He said Mark Wayne Mullen's a plumber. Shame on him. He shouldn't be in charge of our security.
You'll be shocked to find out that I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel on the regular. I deal with enough annoying people as it is.
Man, when I tell you that he just spoke straight facts by saying that, he spoke straight facts just by saying it would literally be like Joe Biden's White House, but on steroids. I'm telling you. Like, it true. Like, actually thinking about that, just I want y'all to I feel like, honestly, it can go so many ways. And I feel like they all on that same level. But I feel like it'd be different. I feel like a main thing would be different. Like, I feel like Gavin Newsom with the economy. You think that's like the biggest thing. Kamala Harris, I look at when it comes to war and different countries walking around. AOC, I look at the biggest thing for her of being president is illegal aliens and the border. You look at and it's a whole list, but I'm saying the main things, what comes to my mind if Gavin Newsom or AOC or Kamala Harris are you think about these different things, and that shouldn't even be like that. You shouldn't automatically think, okay, you got Kamala Harris, I think negative. You got AOC, I think negative. You should think, okay, what is their strong suit for that? But you can't. You don't really get that. You don't really get that because it's you know what I mean? You don't get that at all because they don't have a leader. They're all different and trying to figure out they're all over the place and unorganized. That's how I look at it. That's how I truly look at it. There's no other way around it. Says CNN was just forced to admit that Gavin Newsom has no chance in 2028 and is failing miserably. Check it out right here.
They're all running, and this is just a downright clown car at this point on the Democratic side. Just take a look here. Top choices for the 2028 Dem-Pres nominee. You have a leader, but it's not really a clear leader. It's within the margin of error. You have Newsom at 19%. Then you have former Vice President Kamala Harris at 18%. quite a weak number for her, given that, of course, she was the nominee last time around. Pete Buttigieg, who, of course, has run before, 13%. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez at 12%. This is just a total clown car. It is a total mess. There is no clear front runner at this particular point on the Democratic side. Who the heck knows who the nominee is going to be in 2 years?
It's been a long time since we've had a Democratic race like this.
Yeah, it has been a long time. This is very unusual for the Democratic side to not have a clear front runner at this point.
No, you're not gonna have it. What did I just say? They're unorganized. It's when they come together. You look at a lot of videos, and they love to talk about Trump administration, people who love Trump, support Trump. When they're all together, the Democratic Party, you truly see that. You see that everybody is fake for each other. And then when they go their separate ways, it's like everybody is everywhere. Everybody got something to say about this person. I'm telling y'all.
A poll leader at least 25%.
It's not it.
Look at this. This year, we get the giant question mark. No one. In 2020, when there was no incumbent, it was Joe Biden who was there, Hillary Clinton in both 2008 and 16, and Al Gore in both 2000 and 2004. At this point, we're at least at 25% of the early polls. You have to go all the way back from when I wasn't even in elementary school yet, not even in pre-K yet, to 1992. That was the last cycle in which there was no clear front runner at this point. Very unusual.
Just to be clear, this isn't predicted because she didn't win in this primary and he didn't run. But this gives you a sense of a year out. So what about Newsom? What are the prediction markets saying his odds are?
Yeah, okay. So it seems to me that...
Horrible. I'll tell you that. Horrible odds. Y'all, let me know what y'all think down below. Definitely appreciate y'all. Like I always say, this video honestly speaks for itself. Y'all see on how bad it is of the odds of even Gavin Newsom being president. He obviously is struggling with California as is, sadly. And if you support him, I'm telling y'all, bro, like, be real with yourself. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.